What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we have another GOAT format deck profile, and this time it is Machine OTK. Alright guys, so here we are, another deck profile. This time it is Machine OTK. Personally, I love machines. I mean, I love Cyber Dragon. He's a machine. I'd say probably like the best machine. But unfortunately, we don't have Cyber Dragon in GOAT format. So the best thing that we can do is this. So we're starting off, we have a playset of X-Head Cannon. Now this one I've been kind of thinking about lately, and I might switch it up. I might put in 3 Mechanical Chaser instead. Because Mechanical Chaser is available in GOAT format. But at the time of GOAT happening, people couldn't really afford it. This Mechanical Chaser was so much money because he was only printed in like Tournament Pack 1, I think was like his only available print at the time. So that might be one I'm going to be switching out down the line now that he's been printed, I don't know, quite a few times. I know he's in like Yugi's World or something as an ultra rare, so I have to grab a few copies of that. So we do have 3 X-Head Cannons to start off our machine monsters. We have one Jinzo. He's a machine and he stops traps. So he can help with an OTK pretty easily. So we do have one Jinzo that we're running in. On top of that, to round out our machines that are actually in the deck, we have a playset 3 of Dekoichi, the Battle Chanted Locomotive. So, a little bit more for a draw power, as well as just having a little additional attack. It never hurts to have a 1400. That can get beefed up to 2800 in an instant. So those are the machines that we're actually running in the deck. It's nothing too crazy. I have seen some machine OTK decks in the past that did run X-Head Cannon instead of Mechanical Chaser, but also ran the other XYZ Dragon Cannon Catapult pieces. So if you want to go that route, you could definitely do that as well too. I think just going for an 1800, then maybe even having Jinzo or some of the other monsters that we have in this deck out, I think that's good enough, but hey, everybody's got their own little taste. So let me know what you guys think down below. Dragon Cannon with the X-Head, or just straight up raw power, OTK, go right for it, don't go for the fusion. Let me know down below. So, diving more into the deck, we have 2 Jar cards. We got Cyber Jar. Pretty self-explanatory, help clear out the field, get our own monsters out. Especially because we have things like Dekoichi and X-Head Cannon. You can get these level 4s out a lot quicker onto the field, digging through the deck. Then we have Morphing Jar as well too, just help kind of disrupt our opponent's hand. And, I mean, you know, help kind of clear out our own if we don't have the guys that we're quite looking for. Next we have our Sangan Searcher. Yeah, get the Jar cards, and we actually have another Searcher, or another monster that could be searched by Sangan in this deck as well too, to help recycle our spell cards. If that wasn't already obvious as to who it is. So we'll just dive right into that next. We have 3 Magician of Faith. She helps recycle our limiter removal, our best spell card in the deck, because it does double all of our machines' attack. So 3 of Moth. Sangan just helps search her out a little bit quicker. And then, of course, a few staples of GOAT format. We have our Breaker, the Magical Warrior, nice 1900 with nice little removal to destroy a spell or trap. And then our Blackluster Soldier, our nice German Dusa. So BLS, it's GOAT format. I think everybody and their grandmother are playing a BLS in their deck. And then on top of that, Tribe Infecting Virus, just help kind of clear out the field. It's an OTK. You want to clear out the field. Especially when you're playing Cyber Jar, you can get Tribe Infecting out. Maybe you're going against an opponent that has all Spellcasters or Warriors or something. Discard something, boom! Open field, limiter removal, OTK, they're done. So, kinda works out to your favor, doesn't it? So now moving on to our spells, as if I haven't talked about it enough already. The best spell in the deck are limiter removal. So it does double the attack of all of our machine type monsters, but then it does destroy the monsters during the end phase. So you gotta really keep that in mind when you're going into the swing. That's why it's always good to have Jinzo on the field when you're doing that. On top of that, we also run a playset of Book of Moon. Just a good disruptor in this format. I mean, you can't ever go wrong with it. Especially if your opponent has Jinzo on the field. Book their Jinzo, don't have to worry about it anymore. 2 Noblemen. That's all we're allowed in this format, so might as well play it. Not only that, the only real thing that we're worried about is if you hit Nobleman on your opponent's Magician of Faith. But even then, it's like, they got so many other flip effect monsters. And then our one-ofs. So, of course, we have Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, Premature Burial, our draw cards, Pot of Greed and Graceful Charity, Delinquent Duo, a staple of GOAT format, and then Snatch Steal as well too. So just all things help utilize, digging through the deck a little bit more, clearing out the back row, helping us take our opponent's monster, and yeah, just help kind of contribute to that OTK. Moving on to the trap cards. So we do have a compulsory evacuation device, a whole playset of them. It does help disrupt the field. And again, it's an OTK. You don't want your opponent to have monsters on the field. You want to just attack them directly, Really hit them for the for that raw machine power. On top of that, we have a few battle traps as well too. So we have 2 Sakuretsu armor. Help destroy your opponent's monsters on the field. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory there. We do have 1 Mirror Force as well, another staple trap of the format, and hey, it's something Yugi played, so it's gotta be good, right? Call the Hunters so we can bring back our machines. Ring of Destruction. Now this one's pretty spicy. So say you're attacking with your X-Head cannon powered up to 2800, right? You got your opponent down, but they're not quite out yet. Flip up Ring of Destruction, hit them for another 28. That can make the difference between winning or losing. Because let's face facts, we did not beat them with that attack. Your monster is going to be destroyed at the end phase anyways. So you might as well just blow it up. Take some damage yourself, but your opponent's going to be taking damage as well. So, hey. Goes around, comes around, right? And then Torrential Tribute. I mean, your machines aren't going to be long for this world, and, well, realistically, your opponent's monsters aren't going to be either when you're playing Torrential Tribute. So that is the deck profile. Like I said, personally, it's one that I like. I like playing machines. I like playing limit removal. I like doing OTKs. I think they're fun. But I think this is going to be a deck that do kind of switch up a little bit down the line. Moving more from that X-Head to the Mechanical Chaser, because that 50 extra can make all the difference in terms of life points. But beyond that, I'm overall satisfied with the deck. Maybe if I take out X-Head, maybe I'll do a Dragon Catapult or Dragon Cannon version of like a Machine OTK, make it separate from this deck, and who knows, maybe have them battle it out and see which machine deck can do better against each other. But that's all that we have for today. I had you guys vote to see which deck you wanted to see profiled on my community tab. So be sure to check out the community tab, because I'm going to be putting up polls to see which decks you guys want to see coming up next. We'll see you guys on the next one. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night.